Welcome to my WrestleMania 32 review. If you guys won't know, but this is my second take because I had a call and I thought my phone would like pause it instead of stop it, but it didn't. So here's my second go of it. So if it seems like I am a little frustrated about it, just doing it, hope you understand. But you have Ryback versus Kalisto. Kalisto wins and retains the United States championship. Good for Kalisto. I predicted that. And thank God he won. I have a tweet I sent out last night. I tweeted out, it said, I saw someone say Ryback should be WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And I had that Jeff has the black lady and say, hell to the nah. Pretty hilarious. That's why I think if you think Ryback should be WWE World Heavyweight Championship, you are surely lacking of intelligence. I'm sorry. I like Ryback, but he should be Intercontinental Championship, U.S. Championship material, in my opinion. But then you had the second kickoff match. You had Total Team Divas versus Team Bad and Team Blonde. Team Total Divas wins this one. I'm glad Brie tapped out Naomi. Thank God. I do not like Naomi at all. But I will say this. She has improved, Naomi. So good for her. I'm glad Brie got her win. Her last win, which is, I believe, is her last match. Have a great rest of the life with Daniel Bryan. I hope you two have the best. Then in the third pre-show match, you have the Awful Usos versus those damn Dudleys. Sorry. I have like steps like downstairs. I'm downstairs by myself, but there's a upstairs and another upstairs, and it's just like when you hear it, you think someone's coming down, but they don't. So hard. But sorry for that. But the Awful Usos versus the damn Dudleys. The Usos win. Could care less about the Usos. I don't know. It's just something about them. Rather have the damn Young Bucks in there than the damn Usos. But you had a spot in their WrestleMania match, but they had a rematch on Raw in a tables match, which I thought might happen. You had the Usos put two tables together and didn't do a splash on them after the match. Didn't get as big as a pop as it should have, but I'm glad because I hate them. But the Dudleys got their rematch on Raw and won, which is expected. Then you had the main damn WrestleMania show. Fifth Harmony performs the American the Beautiful song, did a hell of a job. I cannot remember the title of some of their songs that I like, but they have about 2 or 3 songs that I really do like on their the songs that they have produced. And then, as expected, you have the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. I will not talk about a lot of spots that was in this. There was a good amount of spots. The two that I will remember is the one Sami Zayn, there's a ladder like close to the ropes in the middle. Everyone's outside the ring. And he does his dive onto everyone through the ladder, which was damn cool. If you didn't think it was cool, you need to just look at the stuff you think that's cool, and it's probably not. Because that was a very damn cool spot, and I really enjoyed it. The other one, I forget who pushed off Sin Cara, but Stardust was on the ladder outside the ring, and they always do a spot with a ladder breaking in a ladder match. And WrestleMania 24 that I can remember, it was Shelton Benjamin doing a flip onto a ladder, breaking it. WrestleMania 31, Luke Harper power bombed Dean Ambrose through it. Dean had I don't know how many stitches. And then you had Sin Cara going off it and landing on Stardust. Very damn cool spot. But in a shocking results, Zack Ryder is the new Intercontinental Championship. And a day later, if you have seen my Raw review, he is now not the champion. The Miz is, with Maurice's help. Not knowing what was going to happen at Raw, this was the damn shocker of the night. I mean, really, very shocked me. Then you had Y2J versus AJ Styles. Man, this match was as good as their other matches. This match, or their first match, was the best one, in my opinion. You had Y2J doing the code breaker at one time, and then AJ Styles kicks out. And then AJ Styles does the Style Clash, and as soon as you thought AJ Styles was going to win, Y2J kicks out. I said, man, this is some bull. I mean, I thought he was going to win. But then AJ is gaining a lot of momentum and everything. And Chris Jericho grabs the ref to distract AJ. AJ jumps off. Y2J catches him with a code breaker. 1, 2, 3. Y2J beats AJ Styles. And everyone thought AJ Styles was going to win. I honestly thought he was going to win. He did not end up winning. In a shocker, in my opinion. Next up, you had one of the best entrances in WrestleMania history. I loved it. The New Day coming out in Bootios cereal. That was all across the WrestleMania floor. Then they came out with Pokemon costumes or something, characters. I don't know. I'm not too fond of Pokemon. I'm sorry. But, man. And then the League of Nations comes out. And then and Big E did his spear again. I feel for Big E. He might die from doing that spear, but it is damn entertaining. But in a shocker here, again, League of Nations win. Yes, you heard me. Win. Out of all the 3 shockers in the first 3 matches, this one bothers me. I mean, I wouldn't say it bothers me to the max, but it bothers me that the League of Nations actually beat the New Day. I didn't get the point of that one. I understand the other 2, but did not understand this one. But then Sheamus gets on that mic, starts rambling. I could give a crap what he said. And he says, there's no 3 or 4 man team that could come to us. We're just the best damn teams, blah, blah, blah. Then Shawn Michaels' music hits. And when he came out, I was expecting him to come out with his jeans and, camo shirt or something like that. No. He came out ready to fight like another WrestleMania fight. Came out with no shirt, looked tanned as hell like he did at WrestleMania 23 against John Cena. And he came out with his pants he normally wears and boots. I was like, oh my goodness. Then Mick Foley Cactus Jack's music hits. No, Mick Foley's does, but he's acting like Cactus Jack in this one. And I'm thinking, okay, these two are already out here. The Rock or Stone Cold? Which one is it? Stone Cold music hits, gets the biggest pop. Oh my goodness, biggest damn pop. And like he should. Hometown of Texas. And then they're going in there, and New Day gets hold of Barrett, gets him out of ring, so it's 3-on-3. I cannot remember. I can remember Rusev is on Stone Cold, but I cannot remember what the other two, if they got Sheamus or Del Rio. I cannot remember. But I want to. Then Foley does Socko. And then Shawn Michaels does Sweet Chin Music. Only reason I can remember Rusev being with Stone Cold, he does the biggest oversell I've seen forever on the Stone Cold Stunner. I mean, he tried to top The Rock and Shane McMahon back in the day. When Stone Cold did Stunner, he took it, flipped with it big time, and then rolled out of the ring quick with the flip, which was great. Very damn great. Then the New Day throw in Barrett, and well, this was bye-bye from Three Legends, basically, saying, well, see you later, or see you down the road, maybe. Foley does Socko to him, Sweet Chin Music from HBK, and Stone Cold Stunner to end Wade Barrett's career, basically, in WWE, but then Sheamus and Rusev and Del Rio did it on Monday night last night with doing the bro kick and saying you're the weakest link. Goodbye, basically. And then the New Day, you had Kofi dancing with HBK, Big E dancing with Foley. Then you're thinking, there's no way Stone Cold's going to dance. So Xavier Woods has got Stone Cold, and Stone Cold's, doing a little bit. Xavier Woods turns around, comes back. Sorry for PG people that watch this. Stone Cold Stunner him. Damn funny, and the New Day just left out. And I don't know if anyone caught it, but Big E was holding the right there with Xavier Woods, and one of the beers, he's over there drinking the beer while that happening. Classic moment. This segment with the League of Nations getting their ass whooped by the Three Legends, Shawn Michaels, Foley, and Stone Cold, was one of the damn best segments I've seen forever. Really great. Next up, you had Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose in a street fight. I wish they would have gave him more time, in my opinion. But the right guy went over. Brock Lesnar wins this one with 12 or 13 suplexes. Do not remember the count. I believe it was 13. Just very dominant like normal. Not enough to say about it. And Brock, I don't know where they're going to go with him next. I'd like to see him back in the title picture. Next up, Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte. Charlotte's defending her title. It's not Divas title anymore. But she was defending the title last, the Divas title last. And whoever was going to win this was going to be the first ever new women's champion. This was the match of the night to me. These women went. They fought for 6. I think I want to say I saw a timer of 16 minutes. I wish they would have let him do it 20. Give him 20. Because I could watch this for another 10 more minutes or more. This was very entertaining. Match of the night to me. Charlotte as a heel is damn good. I've got to give her credit. I'm starting to like her character even more and more. And she does this moonsault onto Becky and Sasha. Holy crap, that was damn good. Very good women's match. Women's wrestling is damn back, in my opinion, all the way forward. But Charlotte does win this with Ric Flair's help a little bit. You thought if she was gonna win, she was gonna win clean, but you should have knew better. But Charlotte wins. I said Becky or Charlotte. I'd like to see Becky or Sasha win, not Charlotte. But I am fine with this because it looks like we're having a Natty versus Charlotte at Payback. And I hope Natalya, aka Natty, kicks her ass. Then you had Shane versus Taker in a Hell in a Cell match. What a damn brawl fight match this was. This is my second match of the night. Close behind Sasha versus Becky for Charlotte. They went all out, and of course, they did the big spot with Shane climbing up to the settle, jumping off, and Taker gets up, but Shane does the spot and basically destroys himself. If you think he came back for the money, that is a joke. He came back to entertain the fans, probably help with the ratings. I will not lie, probably did that. But he came back, didn't have to do this, and laid his body on the line for us. Damn good. I applaud Shane McMahon big time. But Taker ends up winning this. But I don't know. He might still have control of Raw. You never know. Because he let him run Raw this Monday night, and it was pretty good. So maybe again next week to see how he does. We'll see. Then you had the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Surprise entrances. DDP and Shaq. Pretty damn cool. But there is when I saw this dude, I said, "Oh my God, I hope he wins this, because he is my dude, Corbin from NXT." He's just that big, tall person, underrated talent, and I sure hope Vince sees a lot in him. This is Baron Corbin is just really, really great, and I have trouble with his first name. If you hear me say Corbin, that's who I'm talking about. But he wins the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Very, very. I like it. I like the outcome. Then you had the Rock's segment with the Wyatts. So he comes out first, has his fire, does his Rock's name is on it, puts down fire. I was a big fan of WrestleMania 31 moment with Ronda Rousey. This one just fell a little bit short, but it was still entertaining. Because The Rock is just that damn good of entertaining the fans. And then, like, he announces there's 100 and something, blah, blah, blah. But I heard the real word of it is like 94,000 or 97,000, one of those. Still damn good to have that many people in a stadium. That's hard to get a lot of people in a stadium. Like, very hard. Just, whew. Where to start? So The Rock, I mean, after the Rock does his, saying there's 90 blah blah blah. I mean 101,700 and something. The Rock's music hits. He said, "Now on to bigger things." Boom, the Wyatt's music hits. I was like, oh God. And I was like, oh, the Whites are about to be buried again. I said, oh. But it's The Rock, so I might as well enjoy it. The Rock then, like, say bigger and bigger things. He says, what about a match? And then out of nowhere, he pulls up his top, his bottoms, and he's got his stuff ready. I said, oh my God. He faces Eric Rowan, does the rock bottom, pins him, wins in 6 seconds, and has a new damn WrestleMania record. Who would have thought? I was like, okay. That was cool. Then there's gaining on him. He's like, I'll fight all 3 of you and everything. And then someone was going to have to come out. And who would have you thought? I can't do it all the way. But John Cena's music hits. Gets a big reaction. Man. And I want to say New Day probably had the second best reaction to Stone Cold. New Day was over as hell. And on Raw too. Cena music hits, comes out. So they battle the Wyatts and basically job the Wyatts. John Cena does the 5-knuckle shuffle. Rock does rock bottom to Bray Wyatt. John Cena then does his... I forget the people they do it to, honestly. I'm just saying. And then Bray Wyatt gets the people's elbow from the Rock. So Wyatts get buried, but on Monday Night Raw, they came out after the League of Nations basically kicked Barrett out of the group and beat them up. So I guess they are baby faces now, and I love it. Then you had the main event, Roman Reigns versus Triple H for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And you should have known Roman was going to get booed out of the building because the creative team has basically done really bad with him as a babyface. Needs to turn heel. That's all there is to it. And looking on Monday night, he might be heading that way. Let's hope. This match was... I didn't really like the match in total, but it picked up a little bit to the end. Roman speared Stephanie on accident because Triple H moved and the ref moved, and that was a pretty cool spot. And I want to say, for one thing, I know the fans hate Stephanie, but you cannot cheer a guy that spears someone, like, in the storyline that they're doing, like, even if it's in the match. He speared Stephanie, and most of the fans cheered, and then they boo him when he wins the championship. I do not like that. Not at all. Never. I just think it's very disrespectful. I don't know if disrespectful is the word, but I did not like it at all. But Roman Reigns ends up beating Triple H. Could have been a way better main event, but was not very good. But Roman Reigns wins. He's a new WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Thank God. Now to your damn questions. There's a very good amount of questions. But I'll get back to Jen Wrestler's questions. She has another one at the end. But here is her about 3 or 4 or 5. I'm not sure. Alright. Said, did you think WWE would actually allow Shane to jump off the cell? If this was what I would say, what my answer would have been to this, I think Vince would have the call, and I think Vince would go to Shane and say, if you want to do this, you do it. It's not my choice. I think it ended up being Shane's choice, and the Shane was like, we got to do this for the crowd because they deserve it. That's what I think. Should have Dean and Brock have gone longer? Hell yeah, they should have. It really cut short, in my opinion. I do not get why it did, but still to the point, and Brock is that just beast that should win every match. So, should it have gone longer? I wish it would have. Said, now since you've seen all the matches, what match should close out the show? Well, if you want to talk about if it would be my choice, I would have had Roman Reigns and Triple H before Shane versus Taker, and then the Women's Championship match to end the show. That's the order of the 3 main events I thought should have went. Well, there's quote quote there's 4 main events in my opinion, but they only said 3. But the Women's Championship match should have ended the show on how great it was. But Shane and Taker's close. Said, did you have any bets? Because I lost one because she said she ran around Juno or something 6 miles because she lost one. She said FML. For those that want it to be PG, this is gonna be a non-PG moment. FML. Fuck my life. I don't know what kind of bet you lost. Would like to hear what bet you lost. But I did not have any bets. Here, since WrestleMania 23, sometimes I'll have bets, but we'll have bets on several matches, but you would break even, so no one would lose. I would always bet on The Undertaker losing because I knew one day it would. That might not be very good of some people thinking that I think that, but I just always thought, why have a big record like that? I mean, it's very cool, but I just wasn't too big of a fan. Alright, at VERMALN, no, wait a minute, let me repeat that. VERMA1 NISHANT. Follow them, and follow at Jen Wrestler, capital JEN, capital WRASSLE. Alright. This dude's questions, meaning a hell of a lot of questions, said, could you see The Miz versus Apollo Crews at Payback for the Intercontinental Championship? I'd say it looks like it's going to be Zack Ryder versus The Miz right now, but it could be. You never know. His second question, how excited are you for AJ Styles versus Roman? Very excited. I do think AJ could carry Roman to what that big heel superstar he needs to be. But I am very excited. He said Corbin versus Ziggler at Payback. It does look like it would be that, but let's not talk about anything like that because first Raw after WrestleMania or you can't talk about anything like next pay-per-view wise because it could change. You never know. WWE said, would it be the right choice for Charlotte versus Natty for the Women's Championship? Hell yeah, it would be because Natalya should be the Women's Champion. Next in line for New Day's Tag Team Championships. I surely do look, I don't know. You know, who knows? It might be the Vaudevillains that actually come in and actually, you know, face them for the Tag Team Championships because they're making their debut on SmackDown. I don't know. I don't know what tag team is going to challenge them for it. I hope they do not keep on with the League of Nations storyline, but they might for another pay-per-view. But after Payback, Enzo and Big Cass I'd like to see. When will we see the Balor Club? I say here in next week or two, very damn soon. Because I have reports and word. It's no rumors. Don't you dog me for it. But that Finn Balor was not at any of the NXT tapings in April. So I don't know what that says, but Balor Club's debuting soon. Could Roman be the next authority guy? Yes, but I do not want the authority figure. No, I do not want that, but I think he could be the next top heel. Hell yeah. Are you a big fan of Nakamura now? Yes, I am. Very entertaining match against Sami Zayn. Everyone check it out. Everyone check it out on the network. What do you think about Nakamura versus Taker at WrestleMania 33? I'd enjoy it, but I don't think that should be the right match. I'd enjoy it because I'm going to be there. Last three questions from him. How about Cruz versus Cesaro at SummerSlam? That would be a very entertaining match in my opinion. But who knows? You never know. Best feud for Cena when he returns. I'd like to see a Cesaro feud. I'd see a Corbin feud maybe. To like put him over maybe. I'd like to see that.